It's time for the hottest show in America. It's time for the Rucker Show, where you get the 411 from A to Z, special guests, and much, much more. So buckle up for a wild, wild ride. The Rucker Show starts now.
Thank you for tuning back into the Rucker Show. And we got Nikki Woods. We got Lala.
Hey.
We got Se7en the Poet.
What's going down?
And before we get started, I want to go ahead and announce we got Gainesville.
Yes.
Gainesville, Florida.
What it do?
You can now tune in to us on 90.1 FM.
Absolutely excited to have you as part of the Rucker family.
Yeah, and
God.
we're actually Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
Monday through Thursday.
We're like grown-ups
We
now.
popping low key.
I know. Gainesville. You been to Gainesville?
I haven't.
Miami. I love Gainesville.
It's right down the street.
Wait.
I gotta stop through.
Did somebody? Well, yeah, no. It's a difference, huh?
It is a difference.
It is a
difference.
but it's equally as exciting and fun.
Exactly.
Is it for real?
Oh no,
Yeah, it
absolutely.
They gonna have to bring us down there or something so we could cut up one time at the club.
We gonna cut up.
They gotta live in Gainesville.
No, you don't have to live in
She
Gainesville.
said so we could cut up one
Everybody's
time.
welcome.
The way that you know how a city is whenever you go party with them.
Oh,
you
no,
know what I mean? When you
absolutely.
see how the club life is.
Absolutely.
If they come up in there with flip flops and all that stuff, you know somebody about to get their weed pulled out. You know what I'm saying? If they come in and looking sophisticated, you know people around there got some money. I be gauging stuff.
I am so glad you do what you do because I have a feeling that hanging out with her, we gonna need
Jack up
company.
in security.
We're gonna need some bondsmen around with Lala.
You be pulling people weave out in the club?
I don't be pulling nobody's hair out. You know what I'm saying? But I just watch out for those who like to pull because I want to keep mine in.
Oh, most definitely.
Definitely.
You know?
Well, since we talking about Florida.
Yes.
My
My goodness.
The race down there for governor is going on.
Absolutely. And I am just always appalled. But in Florida, the race for the governor is underway. Alex Gilliam, won the spot for Democrat. He is an African American, and so people are becoming just even more outspoken. And now Republican Rep Ron DeSantis went on Fox News recently to say that the last thing Floridians should do is, quote unquote, monkey this up by electing this African-American progressive opponent, Andrew Gilliam. So I just was like, I'm just always surprised. I know we talk about this constantly. You don't have to hold your breath, Se7en. Go ahead, let it go.
He turned red.
Monkey this
up.
And now there's a part of me that wants to say, I know what he wanted to say, what he's trying to say by that.
Well, I think we all know what he's trying to say by that. I don't think anybody's confused.
No, nobody's confused.
We all know what he said.
He's a black man, though. So I don't want it to be like he said monkey up. Like I just know in my heart of hearts he's not referring to this man as
a monkey.
Yeah.
He is.
He is.
He is.
What?
Yeah.
He is.
That's just
and you could even go further than that. He's saying he don't want the black man to monkey it up because he don't want all the monkeys coming out trying to vote for him.
You can't
I
say.
don't believe that.
I believe that.
I know.
Man,
Too far into it, bro.
Any politician knows you cannot say monkey in reference to anybody anymore, especially an African American.
Come on now.
And it's on the scene. It's on the national scene. Man. You can't do that.
Okay, fair.
And
so
Trump is standing right next to him when he says it.
Exactly.
Okay, so can you say, hey, no more monkey business?
No.
You can't.
You can't do
can't
that.
say any.
You cannot.
Boy, whose side you on?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm quite frankly, I'm shocked.
You can't do that, man.
I'm shocked.
Don't be.
You had a long night. I'm convinced.
At least I ain't pulling nobody weave out.
This is true.
Yeah, but we can't do that.
I mean, and of course they come and say, that of course, like he was saying, you were talking about not making a mistake, not messing it up. Everybody is trying to explain what monkeying could be referring to, but why don't you say let's make the right decision? Like, why can't you use
Let's
have
not
to
mess
say-
this up.
or let's not make a wrong
Yes,
decision?
that.
Why can't be sure that you're intelligent and you make the right call? Why did all of those phrases escape this politician?
I really think it was just a poor choice of words. I know
It
what
definitely
he meant.
was.
You know what I'm saying? I just know.
But it was an intentional poor choice of words.
Exactly.
Let's not
that
pretend
part.
that he just accidentally used the word monkey in a sentence.
Okay, you know what? This is the thing. I read about him saying it. I didn't hear him
No,
say it.
I saw the
And
video. I
voice,
saw it.
Voice
No.
inflection matter.
No, I saw the video.
What was
Voice
his facial
inflection, pointing
expression given?
finger,
Yeah.
all of it matters.
Yeah.
It was a very intentional use of words.
Yeah, very intentional.
Okay, with that said.
He sees the momentum that's coming.
Off with his head.
Yeah, at the end of the day. But he tried to clean it up by playing Ape Shit by Beyonce and Jay-Z.
He did. did.
No, are you?
Stop my money, man.
No, money. Hey,
They recently released, on the heels of this, they released the audio tape of Barbecue Becky calling 911 on the two black men
Ow.
grilling in the park. Here's just a snippet.
Have you ever? How are they going to find you?
They usually call your cell phone when they are
I'm
here.
talking to you
Like,
right
you know, say where you
now.
are.
Have you ever been to John George?
What's John George?
It's a mental facility.
No.
Okay, well then just answer my question. They're coming to you right now.
Well, where are they? I don't see them.
I'm going to hang
Tell
up.
me where they are.
I'm going to hang
No,
up.
please. I need help here.
Okay, I'm trying to help you. They're looking for you right now.
Now, see, that's crazy.
Come on, Becky.
I mean, but who is she? Parks and Recreation? Like, who are you?
It's like
She's
when
Smokey the Bear.
it used to be good enough that you could just give people the side eye in the park when you knew they were doing something they weren't supposed to be doing, and you just would look at them crazy a couple of times. So they knew that you knew that they were wrong. But who calls 911? Oh, you know.
It's
Barbecue Becky.
Clearly.
this is the Trump era. This is kind of stuff you get in the Trump era.
Yes.
This is what it is. A black man can't do nothing. You can't even barbecue.
Okay.
You can't be a little black boy selling
You
lemonade.
can't sell lemonade.
Yeah, you
Bingo.
You can't
without
go
a
into
permit.
your own house if it's in a gated community.
No.
I mean, all of these people are getting the police called on them for doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
Exactly. But you barbecuing. Then she made a statement about killing kids or something. Going to kill kids. Or
Yeah,
something
I
like
mean, it's like they don't want the taxes to be raised.
Yeah.
They're talking about all the charcoal.
The
it's killing-
charcoal.
I mean, it's just on and on and on and on.
that. Who doesn't? Now, you know if you barbecue. Are you a barbecuer? Or you a griller?
I'm an attender.
Now, the thing of it is,
I
I'm
intend to barbecue.
a barbecue.
What is the difference between a barbecuer and
Oh,
a
my
griller?
God. Barbecuing and
Oh, my
grilling,
God.
it's
Do
totally
you know?
different.
Girl, no, I
Well,
don't.
grillers, yeah, you grill anything, grill fish. Barbecue is that's strictly to the meat.
Yeah, you
So that was like ribs.
man,
Yeah.
you putting that on the pit in the smoke.
Ah.
And then you take your
I'm a
charcoal.
griller.
No, you take your charcoal and then you take the mesquite wood chips and you put it on
Oh,
top
you know
of
it's
it.
real. He done said mesquite.
You gotta get the mesquite wood chips and
This
you
is
put it
this
on
is
there.
a dude that cooks once a year.
Hey,
This
but
is-
when I do,
that's why he
when
knows
I
so
do-
much about it.
when I do, no, I own a restaurant.
Well,
and
that's true.
And I watch
You
them.
better do the shameless
you ain't got
plug.
and I watch them do what they
I've
do.
been in your restaurant. You ain't got no barbecue pits in the back.
They are in the back.
Yeah.
We got pits in the back. What you think them steaks on Thursday night be coming from?
Ooh,
the
yay!
my brother.
Not
Thursday
the
night, go
pits
get your steak.
outside, bro.
We got pits in the gated area behind the restaurant. There's
Yes,
pits back
but you
there.
know what's crazy? I saw Barbecue Becky back there last Thursday.
She probably was.
She calling the
Call the police on
911 on
you know.
She
probably
was
so.
off in the bushes.
That is so funny. We are going to be talking to Finesse Mitchell. That is on the way. Also, Pierre Darling is up. Ask Al. All of that good stuff. So stay right there because we got a lot more coming up on the Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show. As always, you got Se7en the Poet.
Say, man.
You got Lala. You got Nikki Woods.
What's up?
And we doing the Nikki out front.
We're doing the Nikki out front.
Nikki out front. That's a dance.
I was about
That's a
to
new
say.
dance. The Nikki out front.
We are going out front
With Nikki
today.
Woods.
Yes, with Nikki Woods. We are talking about natural hair. This is like, it's like I want to finally get this, and so I had to call in the experts. So today we are talking to Christia Donaldson, who is the founder and chief executive officer of Thank God I'm Natural, which is a manufacturer of natural hair and skin care products. They are now in, and just hallelujah for this, Walmart, Target, Whole Foods, Sally's Beauty, and Walgreens. So welcome to the show.
Get it.
Thanks, Nikki. Thanks for having me.
So let me just say, so I'm natural, and I've been natural for a while. And I mean, you know, I just wanted to do it because I thought it was healthy. But now that I've been there for a while, this is really like a movement. I mean, there's like a whole natural hair culture that I think people, I mean, it's like their own language. It's like, you know, I learned what like the Big Chop, the BC, all
Yes,
of this, all
girl.
of this that you have got to know. Why did you decide to make the decision to be natural?
Well, it's funny. This was really before the movement began. I was in my final year of law school at Harvard Law, and I was going to a beautician. I was going to this beautician, And we had stopped perming my hair just because it was kind of breaking off. And we found that, pressing or thermal styling it was a great way for me to achieve length. And so as a result of that experience, I was like, I'm going to give up chemicals, but then I didn't want to spend $50 every week. This was back in the late 90s, getting my hair straightened. And so I was like, let me try this natural thing. So it was kind of like, a mix of fate and intuition and just the desire to stop putting dangerous chemicals on my body that were hurting not only my hair, but maybe other things as well.
Mm. And so, but how long did it give? Because like, I still don't know what my curl pattern is. Like, everybody should know their curl pattern.
I sure don't either.
And so how long did it take for you really to get, I guess, comfortable with the natural? Because I think that I think people give the impression that it just happens. Like you're one day you're not natural, then you're natural and you're fly. And I've not had that experience.
No, I totally. That's a great question. So I've big chopped twice. The first time was a choice. The second time was because I was battling with breast cancer. I had to cut all my hair off. So the first time in terms of getting comfortable, I actually wore wigs for probably like 2 years after transitioning to natural hair because I was like, I don't know what these other people are talking about, but there were a lot of products back in the day for people who really wanted to rock it and be fly. So now there's more stuff available on the market. And then the second time I went natural, it was just like, it's just an ongoing process of learning to embrace what you have. But we are finding like, the movement used to be very judgmental. It was very nuts and berries type of thing. And now sisters just want to be fly. So if that means rocking a sew-in weave or some clip-ins or anything like that, it's like kind of do you.
Wait. Is the sew-in weave a part of the natural movement? She just said
that. That's a protected. That can be considered a protective style. But I kind of disagree on the judgment because I was with a group of girls. We had just gone to this natural hair panel, and because I have highlights, they said that I was not truly natural because I'm still putting a chemical on my hair.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at your baby hair. I didn't see nothing natural about it. I like this girl got a perm under the braid, but it's cool. You say it's natural. It's cool.
I'm trying to get over the sew-in weave being natural.
I have a sew-in, but I'm still natural because I don't have chemicals in my real hair.
Look at my face.
Okay.
So unbelievable. Look, this right here.
Unbelievable.
When it rains, yes.
So if you don't put chemicals in your hair, but you still rocking weave,
it can be considered a protective
style. Natural.
Wow.
It's just a protective hairstyle.
Exactly.
And that's what I have right now.
Okay. Wow. So if I braid this,
you still natural.
Will I be a part of the beard gang? I'm trying.
Yeah, I can't teach you about that. You might want to take some more testosterone pills or something, supplement or something.
Nah, because then I have chi-chis. See, what happened is,
oh my gosh,
we're taking it off the natural hair.
Exactly. Back to the natural hair movement. So, I mean, and I'm glad to say that there probably has been some growth since, you've gone natural. But I still think that there is a lot of judgment. But I want to help others. So, like, what tips would you give? Because you are the expert. I mean, you in Walmart. Whenever you in Walmart, you are officially the expert. What tips do you give people to really kind of embrace this process and to maybe make it a little bit easier and help them get to a place of comfort a little bit more quickly with their natural hair?
No, so that's a great question. I think in terms of embracing the process, it's like, one, you have to have good quality products. And I'm not kind of, putting our products on blast or anything like that, but like, that was a major contributor in terms of having soft, moisturized, and manageable hair is having good quality products. And the way you know something is good quality, sometimes you get what you pay for. The things that are a little bit more expensive, and I know this because other manufacturers are my friends within this industry, it's good stuff versus the stuff that's $4.99 or $2.99 on the shelf. You also want to look at the first 5 ingredients of a product, and usually that'll give you an indication of how natural it is and if it's going to dry your hair out. And then just kind of like being patient, being willing to experiment, and knowing that sometimes when you look around, we all have a little bit of hair girl envy. We all want these big curls. A lot of what you're seeing out there isn't people's real hair. So don't get necessarily discouraged if your curls are not out to here, 2 months after you cut your hair off.
That is a good point. Did you fall into the product junkie?
No,
trap?
I did not, girl. I literally, when I was transitioning, I was just I would shampoo, condition my hair, and in between getting my hair braided for my sew-ins or to have my wig on, I would just be trimming along the way. That's what I did. I never did a big chop.
Totally
I'm
became
lost.
a product. Well, a product junkie is
No.
one of those people.
Al, you did a big chop. Somewhere you did it. We don't know.
I mean,
when, but-
I do the chop. It's cool.
Yeah,
But I'm just trying to
you
figure
did.
out how you gonna go natural. But what if your hair end up being nappy?
Well,
Okay,
wait.
Oh, my
Isn't that
God.
offensive?
That is.
The
Oh,
term.
God, just turn it.
So you can't put a perm in if your hair's just nappy.
See,
but
well,
Don't
here's the
say that
thing.
no more, boy. You
I,
don't get us
my
attacked by
hair,
the whole
I would
movement.
consider it texturally aggressive.
Or
Wow.
tightly coiled or cord.
Right, see, that's why
So
you have all
y'all
your
just try to
curl
be
type.
nice. So
Right.
if you
Well,
see
no,
somebody, you
'cause
go up to
let's
somebody and say, "Girl, your hair is tightly curled."
Or-
That's what
or
they
watch
call it.
yourself.
You got coils,
I
like
walk
coils.
up and I say,
tight
"Hey,
coils.
you got really strong African traits."
Wow.
Christina, how can we find out more about you? Because, I mean, you do some phenomenal things on a lot of different levels, not just in the natural hair community. So how can we learn more about you and how can we find
Sure.
out about the
Well, you
products?
can visit my website. I have my own website, ChristiaDonaldson.com. And also you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at TGINCEO.
Well, congratulations. Thank you for being a part of this. And what was the recognition you just got? Because you just got a big award.
Oh, for the Inc. 5000. It's like the fastest privately growing companies in America. So thanks for that.
Yeah, congratulations.
And by the way, your skin looks amazing, girl.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you so much.
So is it natural?
Yes.
So do you just wash your face with water, no soap?
No, I use soap.
Shea butter. Do you use stuff like
stuff.
shea butter, organic stuff, and all that?
use coconut oil
I knew
more
it.
and more. I'm falling in love with that as a moisturizer.
Mhm.
I think it's bomb.
Girl, I could tell. You just look like you smell of everything natural.
Well,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you. Thank you so much
Smell
for
like fruits
stopping
and
by.
berries.
We've got more Al Rucker show on the way, including Ass of the Week, not related at all to what we just talked about. But all of that is coming up on the Al Rucker show.
Thank you. Tune back into the Al Rucker Show. You got Se7en the Poet.
Say, man.
You got Lala. And you got Nikki Woods. And we're at this segment we call Out Front with Nikki Woods.
Right, yeah, we got it. Woo! So, so health and wellness is always something that's on my mind, and I'm always looking, as a busy single mom, always looking for ways to fit it into the routine. But there's also, I think, an aspect that we overlook sometimes, which is actually the medical piece of it. And so when you find somebody that can fit both of those together, we call her the Fit Doc, and her name is Dr. Michelle Reed. And so that's what we're going to talk about today as we go out front. We're going to talk about how you can better fit health and wellness and nutrition and activity and fitness into your normal routine. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I am so excited. This is a topic that I love to discuss.
I know you do. Miss Marathon Girl, she's currently training for a marathon. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Show off.
Yeah.
I am not showing off. I thought I'd feel the love.
No. I'm really applauding you. I am a health, fitness, wellness enthusiast myself. It's just lately I haven't been very healthy or fit or well.
For how long?
If I had a clock, you know what I mean, it's going down right
Well,
there in my life.
and normally during Out Front, we usually gear this towards women, but we will include you in this so that we
Please.
can get you
Thank
some,
you, 'cause you
some
just-
answers.
Yeah,
Y'all
for
just big chop
everybody.
air with the
Yeah,
last segment.
please.
So
Please.
let's start here, because you are a doctor, you're a wife, you're a mother, you're an entrepreneur, you are the Fit Doc, you wear all of these hats. How have you made time in your schedule to train and run a marathon?
Okay. I'm also a certified personal trainer, so Se7en, I got
she
your back
just
there.
gone. She just rubbed it in.
see?
She
100.
just,
She
she
is
just
a
rubbed it
see.
in.
You're an
Yeah, I-
overachiever for
I
sure.
need-
And by
I
the
mean-
way, Se7en, I'm a personal trainer.
That's ill. Yeah, she got it.
That's what she tried to tell
Don't
you.
forget
That's
that
good,
part.
though.
Yeah.
I want to be
Well,
a
but-
personal trainer
But you
one
know,
day.
it boils down to your mindset and prioritizing
Yes.
taking care of yourself.
Mm.
Because mentally, physically, spiritually, sexually, everything goes back to your mind. So
Mhm.
if you don't have that mindset that you want to be healthy, you need to go to work. You know you need to go to work.
Mhm.
You need to eat breakfast. You need to eat dinner. You need to get some sleep. But why don't you feel that same way about your health? So it's getting people to see it as a priority. So just how you schedule, you know, from 9 to 7, you're going to be doing X, Y, and Z. Why don't you take and put yourself on your calendar to do some exercise, to be healthy?
That's very, very true. I literally did my first day of working out yesterday. I'm on what I call my weight slay journey, and I'm trying to get thick, but a weight slay journey is for anybody who has any goals, you know, whether you want to lose weight, gain weight, or just get fit. And it is a mindset. I said, you know what? I have to go ahead and do this, blah, blah, blah. But I wasn't going up in there until I was ready. So you're absolutely right.
Well, Doc,
And
this
it's
is
just
my.
more so figuring out why do you want to be healthy. I mean, you might be married, you might have children, you want to create memories with your family that maybe you didn't have growing up because maybe your father died or your mother died at an early age. But these are real things, that a conversation that we need to talk about, especially with men. Men have an increased risk of prostate cancer, so why aren't we talking about having a healthy prostate? Because if you're not having a healthy prostate, that might also affect you having sexual relationships with your wife, and then your wife is going to think something's wrong with her because you don't want to have sex with her. And it all goes
Se7en?
down to your mindset about being healthy.
See,
Any questions about the prostate?
Because your prostate?
Last time I
What?
checked my prostate, it was no complaints.
Cough. I'm just
Yeah. So, a jacked up prostate is gonna mess up your sex life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What the heck?
Yeah.
and that's a very good point.
Enlarged.
Well,
If
I
your
ain't
prostate's
my
enlarged,
my
yes.
prostate healthy then.
Yeah, my prostate right too.
Oh,
I learned my
prostate
prostate was healthy when
I be chasing.
But would
all
y'all
around.
say if it wasn't though?
All the
I-
Because a lot of
testosterone
men
came
don't
out.
like
I
to
be-
get their health checked and stuff like
I get-
that.
I'm
That's
that-
a major issue that we have,
I
because
get
by
my
the
stuff
time
checked.
they go to the doctor, it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some of the steps? I mean, Lala has put it on her calendar. We've started the weight slate journey, but most people, and I've talked to a lot of women. A lot of us, we don't even want to go to the gym until we figure that we're gym ready, and so we wait a long time.
But that's a esteem thing. Y'all be worried about us looking at y'all in the gym.
Can we let the doctor?
Boy, bye. Ain't nobody checking for
you know
y'all.
what? That's true though, Se7en, because I don't really like going to the gym, because I'll go to the gym and a guy will be like, "Can I spot you?" No, I didn't ask you to spot me. I have it under control. So you have to feel comfortable, but at the same time, find something that you enjoy doing. Find a partner.
Mm-hmm.
You exercise with a partner. That's the first thing, is put yourself on the calendar. Number 2, find an accountability partner, someone who's going to hold you
Yes.
Yeah.
And the third thing is find an activity that you enjoy. I'm not saying you have to go and run a marathon like me, but maybe it could be something as simple as just turning on the radio and just dancing for a half an hour to 45 minutes every day. And then once you feel comfortable dancing, you can incorporate the weights. Everybody's sitting down right now. We can stand up and we could be doing some squats.
Hold up.
In
Well,
between.
right.
But, you know,
Murphy's
and-
in the middle.
I
of
was
the show.
with you up until that part.
Yeah,
But
I was
do-
thinking, like, with the whole squash thing, I don't need a sexy booty. I don't need my butt to be sexy.
But maybe
Not
somebody
just
else
your-
does.
Not just your butt.
Maybe it's not
We're
just
also
for you.
looking at your legs.
Oh yeah, because my legs look like
Your upper body
Yeah.
is banging, then you got these little skinny, scrawny legs.
yeah, SpongeBob.
Leg day.
Yeah.
So, and I know that you really are an advocate of putting it all together. So, like the mind, the spirit, the body, and you're doing a retreat this upcoming October. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so we are having the Fit Doc Health and Wellness Retreat that's going to be in the beautiful Montego Bay at the Half Moon Resort, October 4th through the 7th. That's Columbus Day weekend. And we're going to be getting everybody into shape mentally, physically, spiritually, sexually, from doing exercises, yoga, boot camp, meditation. Mickey Taylor from Essence Magazine is going to be there about finding your purpose. So that way, once we get our purpose, we're going to really be full of all this energy, because we're going to know what to do and how to go back home with a program, because everyone who's going to be there is going to get a Fit Doc assessment, and we're going to keep everybody accountable, because we're going to have all your information. So if the 4 of you want to come, I will be looking for you.
Oh, that's
I'm with
lit.
that.
That's banging.
I just
But
wanted to make it.
but for more information, you can go to fitdoc.com. That's fitdoc.com for more information. And it's open to any and everybody, men and women. If you want to bring your kids, anything that's going to make it very easy for you to attend, it's fine. And it includes all your meals, registration, your hotel transfers. You just have to get your own airfare.
Oh,
Ain't nothing wrong
awesome.
with that.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's easy.
Are you good, Se7en? We okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to put myself
Okay.
on the calendar.
Oh, I
That's
love
right.
it.
That's good.
That's right. Wait, what day you going to start with?
Oh, today. This happens immediately.
For real? So you going after you leave here?
Yeah.
Lit.
See, Doc, you changing lives.
All right. I'm going to be expecting an email or a text message that you went and you did what you had to do, Se7en.
We will make sure that happens. Thank you so much, Dr. Reed.
Yes,
we appreciate
thank
you being
you.
a part of the show.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Absolutely. So we've got more on the way. Lots to talk about on the Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show. And we're at this segment. We have Perrier Darling. Perrier is going to break down a record or a hit or whatever you want to call it by a local rapper. And he's going to break it down in the layman terms so we can all understand it.
It's Perrier Darling. Don't forget the A.
Welcome, Perrier. How you doing?
I'm in a joyous mood, my man. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
How was your holiday?
My holiday was great.
Excellent.
How was your holiday?
I didn't do any grilling.
You didn't do any grilling?
Did you?
I didn't do any. No, I didn't. It was raining.
When it rains, Perrier does very, very strange things.
Well.
Oh, my.
Yes,
what we listen to today? What we listen to today, Perrier?
Today, I'm sorry for the explanation of my personal life. Anyway, the name of the song today is Lamb Talk by Quavo. There we go again.
Run through the city, you think that you get it, you gon' have to pay a percentage. We'll come get it. We'll come get it with interest. Be dissing on Twitter and still believing they gon' get a mention. We'll come get it. You know we gon' handle the business. Bow talk.
This is really easy for me today. I'm not sure who he's talking to. Now, let's take it from the top. When he said that the name of the song was Lamb Talk, I knew he was not talking about Jesus Christ. That just stood out to me. I said, we're not going to church here. So then I look at an maybe he was talking about a Lamborghini. Yes. So we go on, and then he gets into the run of the show, run of the flow, run through the city. You think that you're getting it, he says. He says, you think that you're getting it means you think that you're making money. Absolutely not, you're not. He's letting them know he's not. But then he goes on to say, you're going to have to pay your percentage. Now, there's a problem right here, because if he's saying what I think he's saying, that's extortion, Quavo. Stop putting this nonsense in your songs, man. I mean, the feds are listening. They are. Then... how Lala, could you help me with this word? How do I?
Sure.
What I mean, I know what the word is, but how do I replace that word?
You freaking African
Ninja.
American.
Freaking ninjas.
Okay.
We'll come get it. Come get it. Once again, now he's reiterating the threat that he wants whatever he's coming to get. But he goes on to say he'll come get it with
interest.
Oh,
my.
Perhaps he works for Sally Mae. Because they will come get it.
Okay.
With double interest.
With interest. Then just be dissing on Twitter and still believing they'll get a mention. There's a lot of that going on. I guess people think that if they say something bad about you, that you'll mention them, which will increase their following. And I don't know. I don't have anything bad to say about anyone. But then he repeats it again, that we'll come get it, because they're going to handle the business. And that has been my play and breakdown of Quavo's song about extortion. I had to pop it for you one time. This has been Perrier.
Well, I think we all got it.
I wonder when they come get it from you.
Who is that?
Yeah, we all got
One
it.
of Perrier's darlings.
Thank you, darling. Yes, I wonder when they come get it from you, are they using weapons? Because then it's an aggravated charge.
You know a lot about charges.
I know.
Aggravated is good.
Huh?
They have to pay
For
more
you?
to the
They
bar.
pay more.
For
pay
you.
more for me to get them out of jail.
I am starting
That's
so
hilarious.
You know what? With you having the whole thing with the bail bondsman, you're encouraging a lot of things that
I
shouldn't be
do.
encouraged.
I encourage you to live your life.
Because I got you at the end
Make
of the
memories.
day.
Yeah.
Make memories.
Make memories.
Last time
Have
he was
fun.
telling us, go steal.
There's nothing.
Hey.
You cannot tell me when you go to a party and somebody got a good jail story. Everybody's you're intrigued. You want to hear what
Yes,
happened?
my goodness. I must admit my recent run-in with law enforcement has been quite entertaining.
Did you make your last court case?
Yes, I did. It was rescheduled, unfortunately. I have to return.
All right.
Prolong.
Well, Perrier, we want to thank you for breaking down another hit for us.
Thank you for having me. How do you come up with these songs?
Well,
we don't.
We don't.
We don't. Fans write
They
in.
send in suggestions.
They send in hey, okay.
All
All
right.
right, we've got more of the Al Rucker Show that is on the way.
Chirp, chirp. Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show. You got Se7en the Poet.
Say, man.
You got Lala. And you got Nikki Woods, and you got myself.
And we've got comedian Rodney Perry, who has been in the comedy game for a very long time. You've seen him on BET's Comic View, Def Comedy Jam, Martin Lawrence's First Amendment stand-up, and so much more. He has just been in the game a really long time, although you can't tell by looking at him, right, Rodney? We always look fabulously young.
You can tell.
I saw you on stage recently dancing with BBD, and I was like, really? Like, how did that happen?
Okay. They asked me not to tell nobody this, but I'm gonna give y'all a scoop.
Yes.
I am an honorary member of BBD. It's been in the talks for a long time. Bobby was tripping for a while, and they wanted me to replace him for a moment, and now Ralph is tripping, but I just can't hit the high note, so it's still up in the air. But in the interim, I'm honorary.
Wow.
That's what's up, man.
Well, you were moving it.
Yeah.
All that you have to move, you were moving it, I must say.
And I'm glad you inquired because I just got out of the ICU from that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I'm glad that's kind of a segue because I do want to talk about that because you have suffered some recent health challenges. You suffered a stroke in 2016, correct?
you know what's funny to me, Nikki?
What?
And like how people say it. Hey, yeah, man, you had some challenges. No, I had a stroke, and I'm like most black men. I was diagnosed with hypertension, and I began to take the medication, and it really affected my libido. So I just stopped taking it. I was like, I don't need that,
Right.
if I'm not gonna get that. And it was really a mistake that I made, and it took 5 years to catch up with me. And I was on the road in Denver, Colorado, man. I had a stroke, and I had to learn how to walk again. I used my left side again, but through the grace of God, I'm back. I'm back with full functionality.
And it's so weird because I remember, I think Damon Williams sent me a text when it started kind of rippling out that something had happened. And I sent you a text like, you good? You're like, I'm good. I was like, okay. And then I talked to you a couple of weeks later. I don't know if anybody realized, kind of how serious it was at the time. And so, but the process, what?
That's how stupid I am, Nikki. I thought I was good.
Yeah.
I was going live. I was live talking to people, and in my mind, I'm like, hey, it's me, man. I'm fine. I'm gonna be great. But in real life, I was saying, "Abba-dibba-da."
Yeah.
Abba-dibba-da.
Yeah, because you wouldn't answer the phone. All you would do was text. And so I'm just really glad that you're doing well. So I guess the advice that you would have for African American males or any males in general or people in general is just take care of it when you need to take care of it.
Yeah. The thing about the hypertension or high blood pressure is a silent killer among blacks. It takes out more African Americans than any other ailment, and it's avoidable. I mean, through diet and exercise, it's very much avoidable, and it's kind of the way a lot of us eat. That's kind of what victimizes us. And to the people that will listen to y'all show, I would say, a guy that's hearing my voice that's not taking his medication, dude, don't be like me. Let me have a stroke for you.
Let me ask this, because I heard you say it takes away from your libido, and from what I've heard, barbershop talk, locker room talk, that is the reason a lot of dudes won't take their medicine. Have you heard of any alternatives, Rodney, that somebody could use, that they don't lose their libido, because that's important to us?
Right. I mean, dude, this is the thing. If you're hypertensive, your libido is probably already suffering. I mean, it ain't.
Wow.
You're probably sneaking and taking Viagra. You're probably sneaking and taking Cialis, and you think you're getting a leg up on your lady, but you really are already sick. So you probably need to get healthy anyway. So high blood pressure is going to affect that already. So it's better to be alive than not alive. In my book.
Definitely.
Well, we know you haven't had many issues with your libido because you have how many children now?
Oh, my libido definitely back up and running. Yeah, I got six kids, 5 girls and a boy, and the libido.
Oh my goodness!
If I never get another libido, I'm good.
Man, you got a libido alone.
Okay. What? How has being the father of 6 children helped you with your comedy?
You know what? That's a great question. I'm a regular dad. They call me lame. I'm lame to them. They don't care. They don't care about the TV or the movies. I'm just dad. But just watching, they keep me young. I think you spoke to it earlier, Nikki. Kids keep you connected, and they let you know when something is whack and what's happening on the landscape. So that definitely helps me. And I got kids all age. I got a 28-year-old and I got a 9-year-old. So they keep me fresh.
Rodney, you said you have a 28-year-old?
Yep.
Yeah, man, it's about time for you to run out of libido. Your libido been your libido been popping a long time.
Yeah, he said 28 to 9.
I need to retire.
Wow. He got a 9-year-old.
You
said a 9-year-old, right?
9-year-old, yeah. We never see his wife. The funny thing is, like, Rodney is everywhere. Like, I don't think I've ever met your wife. She's there, but I don't know if you let her out of the room.
6 kids, she ain't got time to go
People
nowhere.
think the secret. She's just not a public person, and that's really good for us.
Mm-hmm.
We know celebrities that have public wives or public significant others, and I think that's really a recipe for disaster in a relationship. And my wife is just not that public person. She if we're ever out and about and you want to catch a picture with me, she's probably the one that takes it.
Right.
But you ain't even tripping.
Yeah,
right.
Don't even know it's her.
Right. So I know you got a lot of good stuff coming up. Before we let you go, what can we expect from you in 2018?
I got a few things in development. I'm developing a sketch comedy show I call Stupid Funny, and that's coming down the pipe right now. We're shooting sketches for that as we speak. And I'm working on a office-type series called The Agency, where I put the head of this agency. And it's like The Office, but it's African-American, but it's a talent agency. So I'm super excited about that. And we just keep steaming up the road,
That's lit.
Oh, yeah, I got cut out of Kevin Hart's movie, too. I was in that.
All right. Thank you so much, Rodney Perry. We appreciate you stopping by. We've got more of the Al Rucker Show that is on the way.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show, and we're at that segment we call Perrier Darling, where Perrier breaks down a song in the layman terms, I'm going to say, so we can all understand what's going on.
Yeah. What's up?
It's Perrier Darling. Don't forget the A.
Welcome, Perrier. How you doing?
I'm absolutely splendid today. In the intro, it was I thought that was always classical music, but I learned today it was classical with a sprinkle of trap.
Yeah.
With a little bit.
Yes, because
little sprinkle.
as the music was coming on, it was do-do-do-do-do, and I hear in the headphones, Lala goes, yeah. So I've learned something about myself today. I'm Perrier, the king of trap.
Well, congratulations. You have got a new
hey.
title. You are now Perrier, king of trap.
Don't forget the A.
Really? You want me to chirp now? Seriously? In the middle of that?
No, you kind of ruined it.
Skirt. That's what he deserves.
You got to give it a motion signal again.
My ninja.
Okay. I can't
see
do it
y'all-
on demand.
She's off today.
I am. I'm
She's
off today.
Do me. I got you.
What's this?
Yeah, show me how it's done.
Skirt.
Oh my God! Yeah.
And she does it with attitude. It's like a little look, a little eye. It's like all of that is there. I will practice.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So what we got, Perrier? Who you got?
Today we have Majesty by Nicki Minaj featuring Eminem. Now, I'm not sure if this is, yes, this is Eminem's verse. Let's hear it.
Culture. Beat it up a little. You ain't really featherweight. I used to medicate it till I get a fucking bellyache. And now I'm finna step on the pedal. Don't wanna ever break. I wanna accelerate to a level that I can elevate. The minute with the pen, I'll make them a detonator. Wanna make it acapella. Wait, I gotta set a date with the devil and celebrate together. We can renovate and redevelop hella weights. And I'm gonna get a special place now.
You know what? I don't even know if I want you to break that down.
Right?
That just sounded.
We don't even know if that's really what he said.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. I was with him the entire time. The first line he says, you ain't dealing with a effing freaking featherweight. He's letting you know that he is pretty heavy in the game, which he is. I used to medicate until I got a freaking bellyache. The F word is one of his most used words. He really likes the F word. I like the F word too. Then he says, now I'm finna step on the pedal. Don't wanna ever break. Double entendre.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
I just caught it.
Yes, oh my God. Then I wanna accelerate to a level I can elevate. There's really not much to break down here.
This man,
That's what I'm
saying. He is a genius.
Demented with a pen, I'll make the mother freaker detonate. Detonate. Who says that in the rhyme?
Eminem.
Yes.
Yep.
Obviously. I want to make it a cappella. Wait, I gotta set a date with the devil and celebrate. Together we renovate and redevelop hella weights, and I'm going to get a special place.
Sound like you going with the flow. You
That's
didn't
what I
even
say.
break nothing down.
That's what I say.
Where's
It's
your
no,
eye?
you don't have to break Eminem down.
Look,
That is
clearly.
amazing.
Yeah.
So do you think he's the best in the game?
I definitely think he's definitely top 10.
Yeah.
Undeniably.
He's definitely
Possibly top 5.
He's definitely in the top. Lyricist wise,
Yeah,
I think he's the best.
There's always an argument, and now, especially with this new release, he has, the last album, Revival, most said it was trash, and I understand that. I mean, after you talk about women, and you talk about your money, and you talk about your house, and your trials and tribulations, and drugs, what can you talk about? He had to come back with something, and his style now is absolutely more vicious and aggressive than I've ever heard it.
Yeah,
Really?
Oh my!
definitely.
Wow.
You have to listen to the album.
Yes,
That's awesome.
It is thoroughly entertaining. I am glad. I applaud the production team for selecting this piece. My goodness, man, this has been a blessing to do today. I'm signing off. Perrier, darling. Don't forget the A.
Yeah.
Perrier, darling.
See, that's what makes it official. It's like you got to wait for that. We've got, actually, we're only halfway through, so we've got a ton more stuff coming up on the Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show. Se7en the Poet. You got Lala. You got Nikki Woods. You got myself, Al Rucker, and we have Finesse Mitchell on the line. How you doing?
I'm doing great, sir. How are you?
And Finesse is like a jack of all trades. Like he's a comedian, he's an actor, he's a writer, he's a producer. He wrote a relationship book. He is now a father. He's the son-in-law, for those of you who do not know, of El DeBarge's. El DeBarge is his father-in-law, so he married El DeBarge's daughter, and now he's got 2 beautiful little girls.
Aww.
Yes. So welcome to the show. So you've got a lot of stuff going on. Tell us about fatherhood, because your youngest is what, months old, right? Like 3 months old.
My youngest is 7 weeks now.
7 weeks.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations.
And when I tell you that 3-year-old won't out the house like yesterday,
Wow.
Well, because she
looking
was
at
the
her,
star.
like, every day looking at her like she's still here, huh?
Oh yeah, she was shutting Daddy's Instagram down. I mean, she was a star.
Aww.
Now there's 2.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out ways to get the tuition paid for one of them. Now I got 2 of them.
That part.
So, yeah, that's what it is, really. And what's so weird, though, is that my oldest daughter was so excited. That's all she talked about. On the belly every day. Oh, I can't wait for my little sister, my little sister, my little sister. As soon as the baby got here, and she see how much attention the baby gets, man, I don't care how we try to divide up the time. If one of us is with the baby too long, she has to come over there and start going, wah, 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 like the baby too. So we going through something over here right now.
I can well imagine. That is hilarious. So, I mean,
Daddy, put me in the bassinet. I'm a baby too.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
So you did write a relationship book. I guess it's been 5-6 years now. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
And so with 2 daughters, what advice would you give them about dating? Would you give them the same advice that you put in the book?
I think I would have to update the advice now because of the powerful impact of social media. So now I would update the advice to you can't visually fall in love with what you see. That is 89% a fake story of who someone is on the internet, because that's how the majority of people are connected and dating today. And it wasn't like that back in the day. It wasn't like that when the book came out.
Right.
So now, I would say the majority of people are hooking up on online dating and or just through Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. And you got to be careful. So I would tweak it, but I would pretty much give them the same core principles and values that hopefully me and my wife can instill in them in picking somebody worthy of their love.
That might be my problem on social media. Like, first off, I be telling
you be
the truth.
sliding into them DMs?
Nah, I don't slide in the DMs because they done made it like it seems like it's dangerous for your image to slide in the DM.
Screenshot on deck.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I don't do the DM thing, and then like the stuff on my page is pretty easy. It's like, hey, I went to work today.
And you could be catfished.
Yeah.
I'm not catfishing.
No, you slide into somebody's DM, you be getting catfished.
Yeah, you thinking that you DMing a girl who look good, but you really DMing her baby cousin.
Mm-hmm.
They did this documentary.
Or him.
That too.
They did this documentary about a girl who created 3 male personas, and these 3 guys were dating her 3 friends. And she had created them all. And they dated for like 2 years.
You know what
That's
I don't
crazy.
understand?
Wow.
That's insane.
How are people still getting catfished after all this time?
After Catfish came
Yeah,
out.
I mean, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. How can you date somebody?
I think if the connect is way too easy for the profile picture, something ain't right.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Right.
If you're looking at a man with 9-pack abs or a woman who got the best body ever, and she's like, yeah, let's meet tomorrow, something ain't right.
Yeah,
Okay.
straight up.
Why are you so accessible when your picture says you one of the top 3 most beautiful people in the world?
Right.
And you want to meet me? Just because you see me standing next to a new car that I rented?
At the ball. They want to meet you at the ball.
Hey, do y'all get any other random stuff in your DMs though? Because every now and again, I'm just looking for a serious man. And I look at the pic and I'm like, everywhere you go is serious men looking at you. Because I'm like you said, I'm looking at the pic. Like, there's no way you trying to holler at me.
And they got 2 pictures. They only got 2 pictures up.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
Yeah, that's a red flag. Or it happens a lot
For
on
women,
Facebook.
I do not like how the majority of their page is an ass shot. Now, so for the single guys, of course, hey, you love it. It's entertainment all day. But I cannot take you seriously if your entire page is only accenting you in a bikini and you shooting from the ankles up. It don't make no sense if you want me to take you seriously like that. But you tell me to fall in love with everything that's physical about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's cool if you're young, but then if you older, I'm going to come in from the point of view of, okay, I want one thing because you only advertise one thing. So what I got to do to get to what I want, and then how much is that going to cost me, if anything, because this is the only thing you advertise. Girls get offended by that.
Yeah.
I say take better pictures. Take pictures from the neck up.
Agree. They always talk about angles, girl. Well, change the whole angle. Start with your neck. What you think?
Start with your neck. Head down, duck lip.
Well, look.
Do that.
When they try the neck nowadays, though, you might get an obese and you just thought she was thick.
That's funny.
There was this thing, a huge story on Twitter. He had the right angle. He had a cute face, everything. Turned out to be a little man. He was a little person.
Yo, what's the name of the book? I like his angles on what he's saying.
What's the name of your book, Finesse?
Oh, your girlfriends only know so much?
Steve Harvey part 1.
But this was before Steve Harvey. This was Finesse is like
Absolutely.
the original OG when
That's
it
what
comes
I'm
to
saying. I'm
this.
part 1.
Now I know you're going on
yeah,
tour. You're going on tour. It's called The Spirit Told Me to Tell You.
Yeah. So I've been touring for a while, and I just shot my 1 hour special actually in April, 1 hour comedy special. And I said, you know what? I'm an OG in these streets. I need my 1 hour special to be on TV. It's in God's hands. And so like 2 months later, Showtime called me and said, we saw the special. We want to air it. I said, you know what? We about to call this The Spirit Told Me to Tell You. Because it was nothing but God.
That's lit.
And invest in yourself and go shoot this special. And sure enough, now it's going to be, it's airing in October 19th on Showtime.
Congratulations.
That is good.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited.
What I love most about Finesse is like my kids loved him because he was on Disney. And like I love him because he's just really funny and gives me great relationship advice. So I really appreciate you, Finesse. You're like bringing the family together.
I appreciate you too.
One double tap at
Nikki
a time.
Nikki would definitely slide in the DMs. She would slide in the DMs on Twitter saying, Finesse, here's the scenario. And I go, oh, Lord. And there's always, okay, I met this dude, and he's a chef.
Okay,
right?
we got to
And
go.
I go,
Of course we do. Of course we
But
do.
you want to know something? What is so cool, though, about my career is that women that I've met all over the country, professional women and just random women that probably have impacted my life like Nikki has, and that I've affected their life in some sort of way, they will always send me just a text, hey, just checking on you. And oh, fine, oh, beautiful family. Oh, thank you. So here's the scenario. I go, oh,
you shouldn't have wrote a relationship book.
Yeah.
I am still the relationship guy.
All right, we will check you out October 19th on Showtime. It's called The Spirit Told Me to Tell You. Thank you so much, Finesse.
I want to thank you guys for having me and thinking of me. And Al, what's up, brothers? Big blessings to you. Lala, Se7en.
Thank
Y'all
you.
have an incredible 2018 and finish out the year strong. And I hope I can come back on the show soon.
Definitely. We'd love to have you back.
All right.
Absolutely. Follow me out. Instagram, Twitter,
The Spirit.
All right, man.
We got more Al Rucker Show on the way.
The Al Rucker Show.